Okay, so I want you to be able to say by the end of this that you can plot the demand curve and that you can explain the relationship between price and quantity demanded. That's the law of demand. This is going to be one of the foundations to this class. So you need to understand the relationship between price and quantity. You're going to be given a demand schedule in the lessons. It will not be the schedule. So don't use these numbers. They won't work because this is just the example. So the demand schedule just tells you at each price how many are being demanded, the quantity demanded. So as the price gets higher, $1, $1.20, $1.40, the quantity demanded gets lower, 800, 700, 600. So there's a negative relationship. As the price gets higher, quantity gets lower. As the price gets lower, quantity gets higher. To show this demand schedule on a graph, you need to have a y-axis and an x-axis. Your graph will always be in this quadrant, so this is the perfect setup. Y is always, always, always for the supply and the demand going to be price. So you can put P, you can put price, I don't care, $sign, that works. Just make sure that you have price for the y-axis every time. And if you don't have that, it's not right, it's not complete. And then for the x-axis, you want to put quantity. In this case, we're using quantity demanded. It'll be the demand curve, but when we do the supply, it'll be the quantity supplied. So when we put them together, it's just quantity. It's completely fine to just put Q or quantity at this x-axis. It's always going to be that way for these graphs. And you should have a title, what your graph is about. I'm going to say that it's going to be about gas. Okay, so this whole curve is going to be about gas. Always in the corner, it's 0. This is the origin. So this at this point right here, there's 0 being produced or being bought at $0. So let's see. To plot, I like to go with one at a time. So at $1, there's 800 quantity demanded. Well, we don't even have numbers on there, so we have to make sure we put numbers on there, because how are we going to figure out how to plot these? We know that the y-axis is the price, so we're going to start with it. We have $1 is the lowest, 220 is the highest, but we can't just jump to $1 because you have to go in even numbers. So you could go by 20 cents. If you do that, it's going to be up here before you even get to start to plot. There's a secret, not really a secret, but a little hint. You can do this, it's called a break, or I call it a squiggly, it's probably not official. And that just shows that you're skipping a little bit of data. And so you're gonna go to $1. And I like to put it on the line. It just makes it easier for me. Then after that, I have to go by even increments. So luckily, this makes it easy. I only have to go by 20 cents because that's what's happening here. But you could go by 10 cents if you wanted to. 180, $2, 220. And then here's my quantity. The most I need is 800. The least is 420. I'm going to do another break because I need to go in even increments, and I can't just start with 420 and then evenly go 20. It'd still be kind of a lot of numbers. So I'm going to break, and I'm going to start with 400. So I have a little bit of wiggle room. And I'm going to skip lines just because I don't want them to be all crunched in and really tight. I like to go and use pencil because I sometimes make mistakes. And oops, 550, 600, and see, I did make a mistake. I made this way too short, and it's okay because I got an eraser, and that makes it fine. So 650, 700, 750, 800. Woo, just enough space. Okay, so at $1, there's going to be 800 quantity demanded. So $1, go all the way over to the 800 and put that dot there. See? And then at $1.20, I need to go all the way over to 700. So go all the way over. I'm still in that $1.20 spot, and at $1.20, 700 is being. So each of these dots represent how many are being bought at each price. Remember that the price is changing the quantity demanded. Each of these points is the quantity, and they have a negative relationship. So as the price gets more expensive, Notice that there's a smaller quantity. That's the law of demand. As the price goes up, quantity demanded goes down. As the price goes down, quantity demanded goes up. Remember, whenever you say price, you're going to say quantity, because if you say price changes demand, you'll be marked wrong every single time. So at $2, $4.60, and see, there's no $4.60, but I know this is $4.50 and this is $4.75, so $4.60 is going to be about here. At $2.20, $4.20 will be bought. Well, this is $400, this is $4.25, so it's about here. So if we're just talking about price and quantity, nothing else changing, this curve is perfect. I'm going to connect these dots. I'm going in as smooth of a line as possible, because every time you do like squigglies, I've had people do that, they mean stuff. So don't just smooth line, just connecting the dots and labeling that D. This whole curve is the demand curve. If the price is changing, you're moving from one spot to another, and this curve is perfect. If something else changes, not price, then you have to move the curve. So unless this curve is moving, unless something other than price in the moment is changing, demand is not changing. Only the quantity demanded, one point to another, not the whole line. So hopefully you can plot the demand curve. Watch this again if you need to. Contact me if you have any questions. Explain the relationship between price and quantity demanded. Price goes up, quantity demanded goes down. Price goes down, quantity demanded goes up. This is the foundations. It's going to help you a lot. And then look into the lessons about how to show a shift in demand. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, I'm in the office 8 to 8, Monday through Friday, and will respond within 24 hours. So if you have any questions, contact me. I'm here. That's what my job is, and I love my job. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.